Oh my goodness, we are live at the Big Festoon. This isn't just any normal conference. This is a show. If you truly want to be a business that is out there, that is going up, is growing, is a bit weird, wacky, and actually embraces all of that about yourself, the Big Festoon is something for you. We're going to give you a glimpse inside, and don't worry, we're going to tell you how you can be at the next one. Closed mouths don't get fed, and there is not a closed mouth in this room, I can guarantee it. It's a wrap. Hello and welcome back to the Big Festoon October Spooktacular 2025. I am joined by the sensational Rhiannon. Hello. Or Rhi. I always check names beforehand just to make sure I'm getting pronunciations correct.
I confused you with the two options.
I know, and then I was like, I don't know what one to do. It's like, I don't know what it's called. Yeah, I get all like, too many decisions. I don't know which one to go
like
with.
decision paralysis. Yeah,
That's
me
it.
too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Staying in a hotel, staying in this hotel here. Are you in this one?
No.
Okay, well, when you go in the door, there's two ways in. There's a right and a left.
Oh,
and no joke, I got in there and I stood there and I didn't know where I was going.
No.
It's like, do I want to go right or left? Is someone going to judge me? Like, is there a higher power that's watching me make this decision?
Yeah, I'd have to work out, do I go left this time, right next time? How many times am I coming in and out the building? It's weird things like that, isn't it? Like, love it though. Love that. Thank you for saying it out loud, because I bet there's people listening going, oh, thank Christ, that's not just me then.
Literally, right?
So, Rhiannon, before we dive deep into our weird and wonderful brains that we were obviously talking about, tell us who you are and what you do.
So, I'm Rhiannon Cooper and I founded Not So Typical Fitness. I'm a personal trainer. I qualified in December last year after going on my own weight loss journey. So, I was diagnosed with autism and ADHD when I was 30, so 3 years ago, I think. You know, you lose track, don't you, right at a point. And I was walking with my partner and realised that I couldn't remember the last time I was out of breath. And essentially, I was morbidly obese, very mentally unwell at that time, and realised that despite depression and anxiety, I didn't actually want to die early. No. This is going to go deep really fast.
Okay.
I didn't want
tissues,
to. Yeah, I should be all right. You might not be. Well, no, you will be fine.
I won't be. I promise you.
So I knew I needed to change my life. I was married. We don't have children. We've got dogs, but they're my children. Yeah. And I didn't want to leave them early because of my unhealthy lifestyle. I have an eating disorder that kind of flips between bulimia and binge eating, and I didn't exercise. I thought I was relatively healthy, wrongly, because me and my wife were walking through the woods one day. She's out of breath and I'm not, and I'm much bigger than her. We had a conversation, and I was like, I must be fitter than you. And we left it at that. And the more I kind of sat there with this knowledge that I wasn't breathless, and she was, but she is fitter than me, I kind of realised I must have a better base level of fitness, but if I can't remember the last time I was out of breath, then what does that actually mean for my body? And that was when I made the decision to join a gym for the first time. And I always thought I hated exercise. I thought exercise and me, we're not compatible.
Yeah.
Growing up undiagnosed and being the fat kid and the weird kid with a horse who was horse obsessed. I was the one that would like jump over the drains and be neighing in the playground. Yeah. And I joined this gym and I hated it every day for about 6 months. It was awful. All I did was go on a treadmill and go on a cross trainer. And it was horrid. People would say, do you not feel better after? No, it was shit.
I'm
Am I allowed to swear?
Sorry, I'm resonating. Oh, yeah.
Okay, it was really
shit.
You
like. Yeah.
Yeah, it was crap. And I'd be sweaty and just feel all sensory overwhelmed.
Yeah.
And one day, I was on the treadmill doing my normal thing. I used to download an episode of The Office, The American Office.
Yeah.
And I would be like, right, if I can just get through an episode, then I've moved my body. That's all I wanted to do was move my body more.
Yeah.
And there was someone on the treadmill next to me and they were running and they were dripping with sweat and they were panting. And I can remember so clearly that I looked at this person and I was like, how is it? And they were slim, they weren't big. How are you breathless and sweaty and still going? And it was like a light bulb moment in my head because I realised at that point, and this is after my diagnosis, I'm triggered when I feel out of control. And when I'm breathless, my body feels out of control. And when I'm sweaty, my body is sweating. I'm not making that decision.
Yeah.
And it all just clicked. And then I realised that I was privileged to have that light bulb moment, because not everybody can have access to a diagnosis. And I do believe a diagnosis is a privilege that I have. And my own journey, I lost 100 pounds, which was just through going to the gym and slowly venturing into resistance training and weightlifting, and now I'm training for strongman. So it's been a journey.
Wow.
But I want to, with Not So Typical Fitness, help people like me, pre-diagnosis, who are still suffering all those same sensory overwhelm things and the same kind of breathless, don't know why. And I want to help people like that, and that's exactly what I do and what I intend to do with my business. So that's why I then decided to qualify as a personal trainer. I've had a very typical ADHD kind of job history, yes. Yeah. I think I worked 17 jobs across 10 industries in 12 years.
Nice.
So yeah, decent.
That's good.
LinkedIn is big for me. Very diverse.
I collected that one.
Tick lots of boxes there. And I finally have found something that I'm meant to do, which is to support people on a health and fitness journey, and that's what I do. And I'm a big girl. My BMI is not good, and I think that fitness for me is about finding strength in who you are, and it shouldn't just be about weight. And I don't think that you can look at a body and say, well, you're healthy or not.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's me, I guess, in a nutshell, really, and what I do.
I love it.
Thanks.
I mean, we're going to grab all your links and stick them below into the show notes so people can connect with you, and also find out if you're local to them or how they can utilise your services where they are as well.
Yeah, so I do in person and online personal training, but I've just launched I've called it the Sensory Safe Strength System, and it's like an 8-week program that will help someone walk into a gym for the first ever time who maybe is anxious, autistic, neurodivergent, just scared, and then see them through to feeling confident enough to communicate with staff. So it's got scripts of what to say if you need help, and just breaks things down in a lovely way that I wish I had back then. And I only launched that this week, and it's only £27.
Wow, there you go. We will definitely have that link on there. So take the most of it. Obviously, it might change, so make the most now and have a look and go and have a look at that. So what brings you along to the Big Festoon?
So I tried to do a Tomicon last year.
Oh, yeah.
And I got my hotel. So I'm from Wolverhampton, and Atomicon Newcastle is quite far.
Yeah.
It was the first event I tried to do. And I went to the neurodivergent meetup the day before.
I remember this.
Yeah, and it was so overwhelming that I disassociated. I couldn't move. Stephanie Ward, to help me up and go down the stairs and back to my hotel. And I got there and I was like, I can't do this. And so I didn't even go to the building of Atomicon. I went home the next day. And even from the maybe 12 hours I was in Newcastle, I had to decompress. It was a lot. But Steph's my ADHD coach, and we vibe really well. And so she offered me a ticket to come here, and it was a good opportunity for me to kind of try again, because I know the whole point of the Big Festoon and what Danny does is about, speaking up about what you want to do and who you help and all of those things. And I definitely know that I help people. I just needed a way to enable myself to be able to do things like this. Yeah. So I have taken advantage of the quiet space, the Sensory, amazing, which has been a really interesting thing for me, because I thought that if I went there I wouldn't connect with people, but I've connected with more people up there than I have done when I have sat at the table. So if anything, it just shows that it is kind of about the communication actually, but communicating in a way that feels safe, and that feels safe to me.
Incredible. And well done, and celebrate the fact that you're here, and not just here, this is 2 days of a lot of glitter and energy and everything like that.
It's very full on, isn't it?
It is, yeah. And you know what? It works. with some to be that full on all the time, but it works for people like yourself who can go, okay, wow, I'm going to just pop over there for a minute, take a breath, take a second, and then I'm going to come back, and then I can do that again. And you can do that as much or as little as you like. So what an incredible story. Thank you for sharing so deeply as well.
Thank you for having me.
No, we're going to grab all your details.
Yes,
like I say, pop them on the show notes below so people can connect with you, and they can utilise this incredible opportunity they've got to, take ownership of themselves and say, I can do this. I can step into a gym. Yeah. I just need the tools.
Yeah. Gyms are inherently inaccessible for anybody who is different, anybody who has anxiety, fear, who's bullied for being fat or slim or a beanpole, whatever. And it's always hard for someone who's new to a gym, neurotypical, neurodivergent. Gyms are overwhelmingly scary, but I think when you're neurodivergent, it doesn't get easier, and that's the thing. You can't just go and then it's okay, you're over the hurdle. I, even working in gyms, have to psych myself up to get through the door, and I could drive home. It's a constant battle, and I think it's just having those steps in place that you need to navigate that change of environment. And anybody can be a gym body, anybody can be a gym girl, anyone can be whatever they want to be. If they go to the gym and they move their body, then they're a gym person. But society, and especially the online space, would have you believe that you must be looking to lose weight.
You've already got to look banging before you walk in the door. I'm like, I walk in there and I think, none of you need to be in here.
No.
Like,
with
what
their
the
big
hell?
muscles.
Yeah.
And sadly, that I find those people are the ones that can talk the loudest in the fitness space. And that kind of kind of spiral effects, or kind of a ball rolling, it gets bigger, this feeling that you're not good enough, and you absolutely are good enough.
Yes.
And the gym is where you can genuinely find that strength, and your body is stronger than you think.
Love it.
Yeah.
Rhiannon, thank you so much, and all the best with your competition as well, and building up to that. I can't wait to hear more about it. And yeah, like I say, we'll share all the links below. Go and find Rhiannon. Go and take ownership. You've got this. You've got the strength in you.
Lovely. Thank you so much.
Thank you.